Peterson with SudanCavabar.com. We're here with QB Bobby Pesavento. How are you doing, Bobby?
I'm doing great, Jolie. Thanks for having me.
Yes, well, thank you. It is a wonderful day today, and we're going to be talking a little bit about leadership, success, mentorship, and also personalized medicine. So we want to start off and just kind of briefly touch on what it was like being a leader as a QB for University of Colorado.
Number one, it was a privilege, but it was also a huge task to take on because you had a bunch of guys, 100 guys, that looked up to you and wanted you to lead them not only on the field, off the field, in the meeting room, in the weight room, everything we ever did. You had to be at your top of your performance because they wanted to follow you and they wanted to be who you wanted to be. And so, it's not easy. It's not hard. It's not easy being a leader. Any part of your life. And so, therefore, you always have to be at the top of your game, and you always have to be performing. And it's not about performing with noise in your mouth. It's about performing on the field or whatever it is that you're doing, being successful, because everybody will rally around that and they'll see that you actually mean what you're up to.
Exactly, and everything rises and falls with leadership. So we're going to go into mentorship. Who were some of your main mentors in your life?
I could list a million different coaches and I could bore people to death, but there's always a few people. I had a head coach at the University of Colorado named Gary Barnett, who was a guy that just not only did he believe in me, but he pushed me and he always challenged me, and I knew every day that when he was giving me a hard time, it came from a good place, and because he knew where the potential was. And he was a mentor. My father was a mentor because he always pushed me and he always expected the best from me. But I think sometimes your best mentors can be your peers, because if you're standing next to somebody that wants you to excel and be as successful as they are, then you're going to find a whole other level to perform at. So it's important to surround yourself with all sorts of different type of people that are great for you.
I agree. And being in personalized medicine and working as a consultant with Scala Precision Health, we're taught how to look at the body as a whole and not in isolation. What can you tell me about how health has affected you, conditioning the mind, the body? What do you do for your health treatment protocol?
I think holistically it's all one thing, because for me as an individual, right, I'm at a point in my life where exercise helps me be even better mentally. And I'm the type of person where I got to do it the first thing in the morning, and then that kind of shapes my day. And when I work out hard early, it mentally prepares me for what I'm going to go into in business, and with whatever it is, with my family or my friends, whatever I'm doing, I have a clearer head. It's not foggy, and you just feel better about yourself when you're physically active and you're exercising in your heart, whatever it is, right? It doesn't have to be a ton, as long as you're doing something. You feel better as the day progresses.
That's awesome. And also, what are your current projects that you're working on? I hear you're an investor.
The thing that I'm most proud of that we're doing, I'm part of the ownership group of a Código 1530. It's a tequila brand that we're all excited about. It's growing pretty quickly, but we're getting great traction, and it's really good, number one, or I wouldn't have given them my money. And right. I think that's the most important part, right? I try to do a lot. I try to stay busy, but the Código thing really drives me because I think it's a great product, and it's going to be a lot of fun as the days go on.
There you go. Also, one last thing, as a parent of 3, being a leader is also, taking on the role of being you're a parent. So how does that, being a leader, just tell us about what it's like being a parent.
Yeah, I have 2 daughters, 2 young daughters, almost 5 and almost 3, and they're a challenge every day. They're awesome and they're a lot of fun, but you try to shape them as best you can every single moment of every day as a leader, because you want them to grow up to be great people, and you can only lead by example all the time as a parent. And that's something I've learned throughout my whole life, whether it's from my own parents or playing sports or being in the business world, right? If you lead by example, you get people to follow you a lot better than you will by, leading by your mouth and not backing it up. So it's all about kind of what you do, and if it's done well, then people can see that and they'll want to emulate what you're doing.
Awesome. Okay, well, there you go. Bobby Pesavento, former QB of University of Colorado. Thanks, guys, for listening and watching, and we hope you have a great night. Thank you.